Good evening from San Ignacio Town. With the 9 o'clock news, I am Patrick Jones. In the headlines, Prime Minister appeals to the opposition PUP not to go to the Sarstoon. Conservation group in the south provides training in fire handling, and youth murdered in Camalote are laid to rest. Stay tuned for details of these and other stories coming up after these messages.
My dad never misses a football match.
Me neither.
Are you enjoying this game or what?
I'm loving every minute of it.
I can't miss this game, but I can't see it either.
Here, now you can. The game's on me.
Now, wherever there's internet, you don't have to miss a single minute of TV. And the best part of My TV is its cost as little as $10 monthly for Central TV and Internet's customers. With 25 channels at your fingertips, you'll always be tuned in. My TV is available only at Central TV and Internet. Log on and discover a new world of mobile TV.
Hey, do you happen to have a beer?
Are you always on the go? Tired of missing your favorite games while they're actually being played? Watch your games and sporting events live with Central TV and Internet's incredible My TV. Simply log on to www.mitv.bz to get easy access to 25 channels, no matter where you are. With Central TV and Internet's My TV, you're always in the game.
Here now is the news in details. Prime Minister Dean Barrow has appealed to the opposition People's United Party to reconsider its planned visit to the Sarstoon. The PUP had announced earlier that it was going to the Sarstoon to challenge the government's imposition of a one-month ban on civilian access to the river without lawful permission. The Prime Minister explained at a press conference on Thursday evening that the reason he is asking the PUP to stay away from the Sarstoon is because talks in Washington, D.C. this week have made progress towards settling on a protocol for the Sarstoon. The Prime Minister says that government is of the view that if the planned visit by the PUP goes ahead, it could likely undermine the position reached at the OAS, and all of the painstaking diplomatic work could go for naught. And while the PM appealed directly to the PUP, he further elaborated that it is imperative that no group should go to the Sarstoon in the next 3 weeks of the temporary restriction to give the diplomats a chance to conclude negotiations with the Guatemalans. Prime Minister Barrow also appealed to the PUP to rejoin the government in the negotiating process with Guatemala and help to secure the diplomatic result that Belize needs to guarantee its rights. And while we're on the subject of the Belize-Guatemala negotiations, we draw your attention to paragraph 2 of the OAS communique following the Secretary General's meeting with Foreign Affairs Minister Wilfred Elrington and his Guatemalan counterpart. It says, and we quote, Secretary Almagro confirmed the imminent deployment of a group of experts to conduct an independent investigation into the circumstances which resulted in the death of a Guatemalan minor following an incident with the Belizean security forces in the adjacency zone. End of quote. 3 questions come to mind. 1. Did GOB agree to let the OAS investigate rather than verify? 2. Was there a concession made? And 3. If a concession was made, why? These questions arise because it is understood that the role of the OAS is to verify, not to investigate. The non-governmental organization known as the Yakshe Conservation Trust has conducted a training for farmers on how to properly use fires. TNC News spoke with Yakshe's Marketing and Communications Manager, Maximiliano Caal, about the training that was done on Thursday in Toledo.
What happened yesterday is one of the training that we normally do at Yakshe. At Yakshe, we believe that we need to build the capacity of local communities here in Toledo. And one of the trainings that we did yesterday was training 12 community members how to properly burn an agricultural plot used to plant corn and beans. So yesterday we brought 12 farmers together. We did the morning of theory, telling them what are some of the safety practices, and in the afternoon we actually went into a farm and did a burn. So one of the reasons why we're doing this is that over the past 3 years we have lost about 3,600 acres of forest due to escape fires. It has become sort of a challenge for most farmers because they are not familiar to better fire management practices. So they would have fires escaping into forests, destroying people's farms and people's property. So what we're trying to do as well is to connect forest here in southern Belize. We're trying to maintain the southern biological corridor, and forests are very important to the communities here because it provides many benefits to them, and it also is helpful for the animals. The animals need a corridor for them to move from the mountains to the southern Belize coast, and the significance of the event is very important for us to build the capacity of these community members. Some of them, they don't know some of these practices, and it is for us to take on to train them how to properly burn, so to have less escape of fires here in southern Belize.
The participants who were trained, where did they come from?
We had participants from Big Falls, San Miguel, Silver Creek, Medina Bank, Golden Stream.
Now, aside from those communities there, if other people would need assistance in being able to do controlled burn, would Yakshe be up for offering their expertise in training those persons?
Yes, what we ultimately want to do is create community fire brigades. So these brigades would be in each community, and they would be able to monitor and help assist in burns in each community. At this stage, we're only providing training, and ultimately we would have each community with their own fire brigades. We have a set of equipment with the suit, the water bags, the swatters and things like that to control fire. And yeah, we are beginning to increase the number of participants in this training. There's quite a bit of challenge in getting to that stage because there's always the tendency for community members to think that they just want to burn and leave it like that. You know, they don't want to take care of the fire, and it's very easy for them to just leave it like that because they have other things to do.
TNC News also got an insight from some of the participants about the importance of learning how to use fires.
It's given me encouragement to work with some other people, you know, and it's worked good. It's going well. Instead of getting into a problem with neighbors or other people, you know, this is the way to work with the people, so that we could work friendly with other neighbors and so. Because if we don't tell other people how to start fire, well then we have been to court or charge or whatsoever, you know. So if we do this, I think this will help the farmers to be nice to other people, you know. So I am glad. So wishing even Mr. Mario appointed me as a leader to the group today, and to me it's going well. And even with the group of people we are working with, and whenever I call for help, and they was there for help, and with the water, with whatsoever they help us for out the fire, you know, everything was going good. So and I feel proud of it now.
But the idea is to ensure that the people that use fire use it wisely, that we lessen those escape fires from the agricultural burns, to ensure that the biodiversity of these areas remains intact. That's the bottom line behind what we want to do here, what we're doing here with fire. And like I mentioned, we can't do it alone. It's only together, with great collaboration, the NGOs, the regulatory agency, and the communities working together will be able to achieve that goal. And I think we are on the right track with this type of training and building these communities' capacity so that they can use fires wisely.
I am afraid for make I burn people farm because there are a lot of farm around me. So that's why I need to do training for make I learn more. This is my first time I'm doing this. Since I am a farmer from maybe like 20 years, but this is my first time I start to do training. We actually do in different way, but in my first time now I see it's more better like this. That's I could encourage more people to make they learn it.
Today was a training activity to train the community members in how to better manage their agricultural fires in order to avoid them escaping from the area that they're trying to burn. Today's activity was funded by the Caribbean Community Climate Change Center and UK.
Yakshe Conservation Trust is an award-winning non-governmental organization that couples conservation and sustainable development in the Maya golden landscape of southern Belize. Escaped agricultural fires have burned 6,300 acres of forest in the last 3 years and have also led to loss of crops and property. Yesterday's training was done in collaboration with the Toledo Institute for Development and Environment. You're watching the 9 o'clock news. We will have more of the day's stories for you right after these messages.
My dad never misses a football match.
Me neither.
Are you enjoying this game or what?
I'm loving every minute of it.
I can't miss this game, but I can't see it either.
Here, now you can. The game's on me.
Now, wherever there's internet, you don't have to miss a single minute of TV. And the best part of MyTV is its cost as little as $10 monthly for Central TV and Internet's customers. With 25 channels at your fingertips, you'll always be tuned in. MyTV is available only at Central TV and Internet. Log on and discover a new world of mobile TV.
Hey, do you happen to have a beer?
Are you always on the go? Tired of missing your favorite games while they're actually being played? Watch your games and sporting events live with Central TV and Internet's incredible MyTV. Simply log on to www.mitv.bz to get easy access to 25 channels, no matter where you are. With Central TV and Internet's MyTV, you're always in the game.
Welcome back to the 9 o'clock news. A cancer awareness bike ride will take place on Saturday morning on the George Price Highway. The event, organized by the Caucus of Chief Executive Officers of the Government of Belize, is scheduled to start at 6:30 tomorrow morning at mile 24 on the George Price Highway. It concludes at the showgrounds in Belmopan. During the course of the cancer ride, the Department of Transport is asking motorists to proceed with caution and to cooperate with transport officials during the course of the event. Motorists can expect delays of up to 30 minutes on the George Price Highway during the cancer ride. Family and friends of slain Camalote village youth Akeem Timbrell and Sean Lopez today paid their last respects as the two youth were laid to rest following funeral services. Timbrell and Lopez were shot and killed on Sunday night in the village. The investigation of the double homicide is ongoing, and police have detained 3 persons and recovered a vehicle believed to have been used in the incident. There was a traffic accident this afternoon in Camalote village. It involved a motorcycle and a pickup truck. According to reports, the cyclist sustained injuries when he fell to the pavement. Villagers rendered first aid to the injured cyclist before he was taken to the Western Regional Hospital for further medical treatment. The news on the national channel.
My dad never misses a football match.
Me neither.
Are you enjoying this game or what?
I'm loving every minute of it.
I can't miss this game, but I can't see it either.
Here, now you can. The game's on me.
Now, wherever there's internet, you don't have to miss a single minute of TV. And the best part of My TV is its cost as little as $10 monthly for Central TV and Internet's customers. With 25 channels at your fingertips, you'll always be tuned in. My TV is available only at Central TV and Internet. Log on and discover a new world of mobile TV.
Hey, do you happen to have a beer?
Are you always on the go? Tired of missing your favorite games while they're actually being played? Watch your games and sporting events live with Central TV and Internet's incredible My TV. Simply log on to www.mitv.bz to get easy access to 25 channels, no matter where you are. With Central TV and Internet's My TV, you're always in the game.
Generally, fair conditions will prevail during the course of the next couple of days. The general forecast for Belize and her coastal waters is for partly cloudy skies tonight. Showers, if any, will be isolated. Tomorrow will be sunny with a few cloudy spells. Winds are northerly to northeasterly at 5 to 15 knots. The sea state is choppy. Low temperatures at dawn will be around 74 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 68 degrees Fahrenheit inland, and 64 degrees Fahrenheit up in the hills. High temperatures on Saturday will range from 87 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast to 93 degrees Fahrenheit inland. It will be a warm 80 degrees Fahrenheit up at the higher elevations. The tides, a high tide will occur at 28 minutes to 11 o'clock tonight. A low tide follows at 16 minutes to 4 o'clock in the morning. The sun will rise at 23 minutes past 5 o'clock in the morning. It will set at 15 minutes past 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. The extended forecast, valid through to Sunday afternoon, is for generally fair weather with only isolated showers developing. And that is a look at the weather with information provided by forecaster Ronald Gordon at the Belize Weather Bureau. To end the news, here are the main points again. Prime Minister appeals to the opposition PUP not to go to the Sarstoon. Conservation group in the south provides training in fire handling. And youth murdered in Camalote are laid to rest. With the headlines, we end this edition of the 9 o'clock news. As we head out this Friday evening, we hope that you and your family will have a safe and an enjoyable weekend. Join us back here at the news desk on Monday for another newscast. Thank you for joining us. I am Patrick Jones. Have a good evening and a good night.